Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are helping us on this journey to unconditional love. And so I share the messages that I get from people that come to me for healings, and also people that join the crystal grid, and to people that come to me for readings, because it's all of our higher selves. This is all of us, gods and goddesses, coming together as a soul group to help us on our soul path. So back to your divine unions. And so I just have to share something that is, again, a perfect analogy of what I saw in somebody's healing today, and also gives a really, really good impression. Well, gives a perfect example of how some of the divine masculine are feeling. Because what I saw was, first of all, this divine masculine in this healing. You know Oliver the musical, when he goes up and he goes, "Please sir, can I have just one bit more?" And so anyway, so I see him as a little boy doing that. And then the next thing I see is that you can imagine how that feeling is, because he gets rejected, right? And then I see, and then he says, you see, she's like Sophia Loren. And then he says, you see, well, and I said yes. And then he said, well, I'm no Omar Sharif, am I? And I was like, who are two, like, you know, old, super, you know, famous, very glamorous people. And so I said, but you're perfect just as you are. You know, you're better than Omar Sharif for her. And so then he looked at me and he smiled. And he said, and he was like, really? And I was like, yeah, of course. You're better than Omar Sharif. You're perfect for her in every way. And then the next thing that I saw the scene from Oliver again. And then he goes up to get more food and he says, please sir, can I have some more? And then this time his bowl was filled up and overflowing with food. And then as a little boy, his face was like over the moon, happy, you know. Now, in the clips, so that just shows you how that feeling of oh, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve this. He's put her on such a pedestal, you know, that he thinks that, you know, she's so amazing that how could she, you know, he's never going to be good enough. And I was like, no, you're crazy. You're built for each other. You're perfect for each other in every way. And then just, you know, to see that in the healing was just so amazing when the bowl was overflowing, literally, with food when he went back. So that's the first thing, which I just thought was so cute, because I was like, oh, of course you're good enough. You're perfect the way you are. And then in the clips as well, there were just so many, you know, messages. But then in another healing, this song came through. Now, in this healing, they were kayaking and they were and I kept hearing the Jewel of the Nile. And they were kayaking in a boat down the Nile. And her divine masculine had to jump into the water to get an emerald to bring and then they basically sailed off with this green emerald. But the song, when I was guided to search for the Jewel of the Nile. And when I went onto YouTube, there is a song called The Jewel of the Nile, which I didn't know. And I was led to this particular song. Now, the comments, so the numbers around this song, there were 3, the Trinity, it was 7, Soul Path, Soul Awakening, and then it was 11 comments, right? So, I mean, you couldn't get much more divine guidance than that. Oh, I forgot to say, in the Oliver clip for the first healing, I could not believe it, because in the clip that I sent through when I was searching for the YouTube clip, on the background of the Oliver clip, says the words, God is love. And I was like, oh, or love is God, or one or the other. And I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe that. It was just like, ooh, shivers, you know. Anyway, and now this song. So I'm going to read the lyrics, because this is literally insanely bonkers in every way. This has just come through from this girl's healing. So, Oh, this lady's healing. So here we go. So with a taste for adventure, I could deal in the danger on a trip down the Nile. You could use my assistance. That would shorten the distance from a tear to a smile. Take me with you. There's always room for two. It's easy when romance is in your heart. Then it really doesn't matter what you do or where you are. Love is only an emotion away. Can you feel it? Can you feel inside? We'll go searching for the jewel of the Nile. An essential condition is to make the decision to let love be your guide. Take on the offer to open that door for us once in our life. Stick with me, we'll go through it. It's time. It's easy when romance is in your heart. Then it really doesn't matter what you do or where you are. Love is only an emotion away. And can you feel it? Can you feel inside? We'll go searching for the jewel of the Nile. You and I touch the jewel of the Nile. And the greatest gem of them all is the love within us all. It's easy when romance is in your heart. Then it really doesn't matter what you do or where you are, because love is only an emotion away. And can you feel it? Can you feel inside? We'll go searching for the jewel of the Nile. We'll go searching and we'll go looking and we can touch the jewel. So can you believe that it actually has this lyric, which is about the guide, which is this one. An essential condition is to make the decision to let love be your guide. Take on the offer to open that door for us once in our life. Stick with me, we'll go through it. It's time. Well, I mean, you know what? I am again speechless because this lady, she's had quite a few healings with me, and there has been a common theme about the Nile. And it's only until this healing that it was very clear about the jewel of the Nile. And I had no idea that there's a song called The Jewel of the Nile. But just the fact that this is saying it's the decision to let love be your guide, right? It's time to open that door for us once in our life and stick with me. We'll go through it. It's time. Which is just amazing, because the other thing is somebody sent me an article from Cosmic Path, which is all about what we're doing at the moment is we're awakening. We're going through this new, basically cosmically, we're going through a new kind of uplift of love energy, really. And all of the planets are aligned for this. And if you're on your journey of awakening, and your body is going through that as well. So the fact that this is here is just quite amazing. I'm going to put the link to that, all of the links to these songs, and also all the links to the articles and things are all in the description. But if you would like to have a healing for yourself and your twin, then please do, because honestly they are kind of blowing me away every single time. I'm just like, you what? It's insane. I love it. So, and also that's why I'm doing bundle offers, because the more that you learn about your soul path, the more that you find out about your journey, the easier it is to manage your energies and to move more and more into your love vibration, because the higher self contact is so strong. It's like boom, they are straight there. So if you want to have a healing, or if you want to have an energy read using these cards, which are these ones that I use, which are just amazing. They really do tell a brilliant story. And if you want to join the Crystal Grid, then again, please do, because this is what that keeps coming up in people's energy reads. The thinking man moving out of his head, holding the rose crystal in his hand, which is 46 is 10, 10 is new, 10 is 1, which is new beginnings. So again, amazing. Thank you so much to everyone that's coming to me for healing and to join the Crystal Grid, because honestly, it is kind of just blowing me away. Just that analogy of him saying, but I'm no Omar Sharif. I was like, oh my God, that's just the cutest thing. And yes, you are. You don't have to be Omar Sharif, because you're better than You're even better. You're you, and you were built for each other. So you have nothing to worry about. And his little face when he then got the bowl full of food, you know, just amazing. Just amazing. These kind of, you know, the analogies of how, you know, they depict how they're feeling is quite incredible. So I just want to say thank you, because without you coming to me for healing, I would not be seeing these things, and I wouldn't be able to share to help everyone on their journey. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And remember, let love be your guiding light. All right, take care. Have a good one. Bye.